Did you know that there are 13 protected views in London, where planning laws disallow tall buildings to be in front of or behind certain landmarks? And 8 of them pertain specifically to the view of St Paul's Cathedral from different points in the city, and explains why certain buildings are the way they are in the City of London. Now you can just look at the map we've drawn here, or look online for other maps to see where they are. But we found the best place to get an overview was here at the NLA's galleries, where they've got their new London model, and you can see all the sightlines of St Paul's. I think the best one is the one that goes way off the map this side, and that's Richmond Park, and you can see how it cuts all the way across West London, along the Thames and up to St Paul's. To get there, we hopped on a train to Richmond, walked to the park, up the hill, and to a point in the western side of the park. So we've just made our way up the averagely steep hill, and this is King Henry's Mound. So you can see here how they've cut the trees, so there's a completely unobscured view. If you know what you're looking for, you can absolutely see St Paul's. But if the naked eye isn't your thing, then with a little turn of the focus dial on the telescope, you can see it that way instead. So the next one we're going to go to is in Primrose Hill, which interestingly has sightlines to both St Paul's and Westminster. Primrose Hill is just to the north of Regent's Park, and again a short train ride and a walk got us there. It's probably that big mound that's right behind us. Okay, so we've made it to the top of Primrose Hill. There's an amazing view, yep, and you can absolutely see a very clear sight line of St Paul's. There is ironically a crane that is almost obstructing the view. It's a really popular spot and it's a great view. I can't believe I haven't been here before. Wow. Okay, this is Primrose Hill. It's worth noting, by the way, that there is an unofficial protected view looking east on Fleet Street, which is why the cheese grater building slopes the way it does, so as not to obstruct the view of St Paul's here too. So technically I'm standing in Hampstead Heath right now. I'm feeling a little bit like an air hostess. If we look in this direction, we will be able to see Westminster, and if we look in this direction, we'll be able to see St Paul's. Now, there are 2 sightlines in Hampstead Heath, one at Kenwood House and the eponymously named Parliament Hill. We've reached the top of Parliament Hill, another amazing view of London. You can see St Paul's, but interestingly, the Shard, which is just sort of behind it, seems to kind of be encroaching on the sightline of St Paul's. And my understanding of the protected view is that St Paul's is sort of completely unobscured from all directions. Although the sign does say this is a series of plaques that have been installed at vantage points throughout London indicating its protected view. So we're not 100% sure if we're actually in the right place or if there's a spot slightly further behind us or in this direction. There's supposed to be an oak tree. We haven't quite found that yet. But nonetheless, it is an amazing view, and you can absolutely see St Paul's. If you want to see the brilliant new London model, it's in the NLA galleries at the Building Centre on Store Street, just off Goodge Street. That way, you can see the sightlines without having to do all the footwork.